Oh, hello there.
Oh, hello there. I see you've brought a friend, Miss Mott, Barbara. Hello.
I have. I just love Miss Mott so much because she just loves to read, and she's brought a special book for us today.
Oh, what is it? Oh, Ish. Oh, by Peter Reynolds. I love him.
Yeah, me too. He wrote that book, The Dot. Have you ever heard of The Dot?
He
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Yes, he has some very distinctive illustrations he does as well. Yes, yeah.
Well,
shall we get started?
Shall we start? Yes, let's
Right,
go.
I'll go first, and then Miss Mott can go, and then you can go, Barbara. How does that sound?
Sounds great.
Great. So this is called Ish by Peter Reynolds. Oh, look at these lovely illustrations. All right. Ramon loved to draw, and there he is drawing, just like Mr. Steele. Anytime, anything, anywhere. Oh my gosh, look, he's drawing.
On the commode. How funny.
Isn't that silly? Oh my gosh, Miss Ma, you brought such a silly book. It's your turn to read.
One day, Ramon was drawing a vase of flowers. His brother Leon leaned over his shoulder. Leon burst out laughing. "What is that?" he asked.
Oh, it's not very nice.
Right, you ready there, Barbara?
Oh, I'm ready. Ramon could not even answer. He just crumpled up the drawing and threw it across the room. Leon's laughter haunted Ramon. He kept trying to make his drawings look right, but they never did.
Oh, that sounds very frustrating. Maybe he should use his frustration book. After many months and many crumpled sheets of paper, Ramon put his pencil down. "I'm done." Oh, sorry, Miss Mott.
Marisol, his sister, was watching him. "What do you want?" he snapped. "I was watching you draw," she said. Ramon sneered. "I'm not drawing. Go away." Marisol ran away, but not before picking up a crumpled sheet of paper. "Hey, come back here with that." Ramon raced after Marisol up the hall and into her room.
He was about to yell, but fell silent when he saw his sister's walls. He stared at the crumpled gallery.
That page actually reminds me a little bit of the book, The Dot. Now that you mentioned before about the dot.
Yeah.
"This is one of my favorites," Marisol said, pointing. "That was supposed to be a vase of flowers," Ramon said, "but it doesn't look like one." "Well, it looks vase-ish," she exclaimed.
Vase-ish? Ramon looked closer. Then he studied all the drawings on Marisol's walls and began to see them in a whole new way. "They do look ish," he said.
Ramon felt light and energized. Thinking ishly aloud, his ideas to flow freely. He began to draw what he felt, loose lines, quickly springing out without worry. Oh, got it.
Ramon once again drew and drew the world around him. Making an ish drawing felt wonderful. He filled his journals, tree-ish, house-ish, boat-ish, afternoon-ish, fish-ish, sun-ish.
Ramon realized he could draw ish feelings too.
Peace-ish, silly-ish, excited-ish.
His ish art inspired ish writing. He wasn't sure if he was writing poems, but he knew they were poem-ish.
One spring morning, Ramon had a wonderful feeling. It was a feeling that even ish words and ish drawings could not capture. He decided not to capture it. Instead, he simply savored it. Aww.
And Ramon lived ishfully ever after.
What a delightful story.
Wasn't that lovely?
Yes.
Oh, look, this is funny. Look, it's the end-ish.
Oh, I wonder if that's a kind of a teaser that there might be another one coming.
Yeah, like it's kind of the end, but not really.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, the end is just the beginning
Yeah.
of the next book or the next ish.
Yeah.
That is so lovely. Now, Miss Mott, you're a media specialist. What do you think the author wants us to take away from this story?
Well,
I'll put you on the spot there.
books are kind of like art, right? Everything's up for interpretation.
Mhm.
But my perspective is that I feel like he is trying to tell me that there's not one way or a perfect way to do anything.
Mhm.
And that we don't have to be so hard on ourselves and think that there's exactly one way to do anything or to be, and to just get a little ishy, you know, like let it be a little grace for ourselves and for others.
And be comfortable in the gray area, you know?
And
Yeah.
savor those wonderful moments like he did there on that rock with the sun just shining on him, just
So
savoring
lovely.
that moment. Yeah, yeah.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that with us, Ms. Mott. That was a delightful story. Again, that was Ish by Peter Reynolds. And we had such a delightful time reading with you. I've got to get home. I don't know why I'm still at school when it's bedtime. But this has been delightful. And we'll see you next week on Bedtime Stories with Delores and Barbara.
Barbara. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye, Delores. Bye, Barbara.
Bye, Ms. Mott. Have fun
Thank
reading
you.